Today we'll be talking about... Okay. The reason I'm laughing is because today we'll be talking about Delibird, the first and only ice-flying Pokémon in Gen 2, the only ice-flying Pokémon that isn't a legendary, and the final ice-flying Pokémon as of the filming of this. For those of us who celebrate, today is Halloween. Delibird is considered something of a Santa Claus equivalent in the Pokémon universe, even though Santa Claus exists in the Pokémon universe. This is funny because of the common internet idea that the only reason why stores don't have Christmas decorations up much earlier in the year is because of Halloween. So I, at least, think that a Christmas-themed Pokémon is perfectly ill-fit for Halloween. Anyway, its previous PYC dates are October 8th, 1996, July 30th, 1999, May 20th, 2002, March 10th, 2005, December 30th, 2007, October 20th, 2010, August 10th, 2013, May 31st, 2016, March 22nd, 2019, and January 10th, 2022. I like Delibird's design. It definitely feels Christmassy. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we talk about Delibird, the delivery Pokemon whose number is 0225. This is what it looks like. Its type is Ice Flying, abilities, Vital Spirit or Hustle, Insomnia is its hidden ability, gender ratio is 50-50, catch rate is 45 or 11.9%, breeding is egg groups. Water 1 and field. Hatch time 20 cycles. Height 2 foot 11 or 0.9 meters. Weight is 35.3 pounds or 16 kilograms. Basic experience yields 183 in Gen 2 through 4 and 116 in 5+. Leveling rate is fast. EV yield is 1 in speed. Shape is that. Footprint is that. Pokedex color is red and base friendship is 70. Delibird is a dual type ice flying Pokemon introduced in Gen 2. It is not known to evolve into or from any other Pokemon. The Paradox Pokemon Iron Bundle is said to be a future relative of Delibird. Biology: Delibird is a red avian Pokemon with a white hollow tail. Its face and chest are covered in white feathers with 2 three-pointed crests above its eyes. Black markings surround its circular eyes, and it has a light yellow beak and feet. There is a single white spot on its stomach. Its feet have 2 digits each. Delibird is omnivorous. It carries food bundled up in its tail. It normally gives stored food to its chicks, but has been known to share its food with humans stranded on icy mountains. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, Delibird is known to sleep while occasionally reaching inside its tail to pull something out. Prior to Gen 9, Delibird was the only known Pokemon capable of learning the move Present by leveling up. Present allows it to carry special items in its tail that may cause damage or heal its opponent. In a flock, the Delibird with the largest tail is its leader. Delibird tends to live in mountainous regions, making its nest over sharp cliffs, notably around Mount Everest. Iron Bundle shares a resemblance to Delibird and is believed to be a Delibird-based machine built by an ancient civilization. Game data and PC appearances: Pokemon Stadium 2, Delibird stars in its own minigame called Delibird's Delivery. In this game, players collect presents from one side of the field to the other. The player must avoid Swinub that scurry around, or they will trip the Delibird and cause the player to lose the present they were carrying. Pokemon Channel: Delibird is the delivery boy for the Shop and Squirtle. Pokedex entries: in Gen 2 and Gold, it carries food all day long. There are tales about lost people who were saved by the food it had. Silver, it nests at the edge of sharp cliffs. It spends all day carrying food to its awaiting chicks. Crystal, it always carries its food with it wherever it goes. If attacked, it throws its food at the opponent. For Stadium 2, if you have Pokemon Red, Silver, and Crystal inserted, get the Gold entry, but if you have Pokemon Blue, Gold, or Yellow inserted, get the Silver entry. In Gen 3, Ruby and Sapphire, Delibird carries its food bundled up in its tail. There once was a famous explorer who managed to reach the peak of Mount Everest thanks to one of these Pokemon sharing its food. Emerald, it carries food bundled up in its tail. There was a famous explorer who managed to scale Mount Everest thanks to a Delibird sharing its food. Fire Red is the Silver entry, Leaf Green is the Gold entry. In Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, it carries food rolled up in its tail. It has the habit of sharing food with people lost in mountains. Heart Gold is very similar to Gold, but slightly different, so read it. It carries food all day long. There are tales about lost people who were saved by its stored food. Soul Silver is its Silver counterpart. In Gen 5, Black and White is the Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum entry. Black 2 and White 2. It carries food all day long. When someone is lost in the mountains, it shares that food. In Gen 6, X is the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black, and White entries. Y is Black 2 and White 2's entry. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are very similar to ruby and sapphires, but slightly different, so we'll read it. Delibird carries its food bundled up in its tail. There once was a famous explorer who managed to reach the peak of the world's highest mountain, thanks to one of these Pokemon sharing its food. In Gen 7 and Sun, although it naturally prefers colder locales, Delibird and Alola seem able to withstand the heat to a certain extent. Moon, it has a generous habit of sharing its food with people and Pokemon, so it's always scrounging around for more food. Ultra Sun, it shares its food with people who are stranded, because Delibird is omnivorous. Sometimes it gives those people bug Pokemon. Ultra Moon, it wraps food in its tail to carry it around. The Delibird with the biggest tail is the boss of the flock. Sword is gold and leaf green's entry. Shield is the moon entry. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are their diamond and pearl counterpart. In Gen 9, Scarlet is gold, leaf green, and swords entry. Violet is the crystal entry. Delibird in the Alola Pokedex. Delibird in the Paldea Pokedex. It's snowy and all that, and it's sharing, probably food with this kid. That's nice. Game locations. Side game locations and events. Held items in Coliseum. You get the Never Melt Ice 100% of the time. In events, you get the Relic Gold 100% of the time. Stats, base stats, HP 45, attack 55, defense 45, special attack 65, special defense 45, speed 75 for a total of 330. Pokeathlon stats. Type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, fighting, flying, poison, ghost, water, psychic, ice, dragon, dark, and fairy. Weak to rock, steel, fire, and electric, all for double except for rock, which is for 4. Immune to ground, resistance to bug, and grass for half. Notes, if gravity is an effect, this Pokemon is given an Iron Ball or a Ring target, or is affected by Smackdown or Ingrain, the effectiveness of ground type loses 1, so go from 0 to 1. Learn set by leveling up 1 Present, 25 Drill Peck. By TM, 1 Takedown, 4 Agility, 7 Protect, 11 Water Pulse, 14 Acrobatics, 18 Thief, 20 Trailblaze, 22 Chilling Water, 25 Facade, 27 Aerial Ace, 32 Swift, 34 Icy Wind, 40 Air Cutter, 43 Fling, 46 Avalanche, 47 Endure, 50 Rain Dance, 52 Snowscape, 58 Brick Break, 62 Foul Play, 65 Air Slash, 66 Body Slam, 69 Ice Punch, 70 Sleep Talk, 71 Seed Bomb, 85 Rest, 90 Spikes, 97 Fly, 102 Gunk Shot, 103 Substitute, 106 Drill Run, 113 Tailwind, 124 Ice Spinner, 130 Helping Hand, 132 Baton Pass, 134 Reversal, 135 Ice Beam, 143 Blizzard, 152 Giga Impact, 163 Hyper Beam, 164 Brave Bird, 171 Terra Blast, 174 Haze, 187 Icicle Spear, 192 Focus Punch, 193 Weather Ball, 197 Dual Wing Beat, 205 Endeavor, 212 Triple Axle, and 216 Feather Dance. By breeding, this group gives you Aurora Beam, this group gives you Aurora Veil, this group gives you Counter. Houndoom gives you Destiny Bond. This says here, a wild terrestrialized Houndoom in Alfornada Cavern knows this move. This group gives you Fake Out. This group gives you Freeze Dry. This group gives you Ice Shard. This group gives you Memento. This group gives you Quick Attack. This group gives you Rapid Spin. And this group gives you Splash. Side game data, you got all this, yep. Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Olmia, the browser entry. It hurls hunks of ice to attack Guardian Signs. It causes blizzards around itself that make Pokemon stopped. Okay, got all this. Yep. Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure, the Pokepark Pad entry. Delibird gave you the Ice Tree decorations as presents. His favorite attraction is Empoleon's Snow Slide. Pokepark 2, Wonders Beyond. Maybe because his tail is like a bag, but he is often asked to deliver things to other Pokemon. He can't say no because he really likes to have others rely on him. Got all this. Okay. Yeah. New Pokemon Snap in the Photodex entry. Delibird have a habit of storing food in their sack-like tails. We even saw one that had stuffed its tail so heavy that it couldn't even move. Pokemon Sleep. Delibird has a generous habit of sharing its food with people and Pokemon. Sometimes it reaches into its tail to pull something out even while it's sleeping. Try watching closely to see what's inside. Peaceful Sleep. Upright Sleep, Gift-Giving Sleep, and a Top Belly Sleep. Costumes in Pokemon Go, Holiday Ribbon, so it just has a ribbon. Evolution Data is just this. Sprites here, oh, that is interesting. A lot more penguin-like, I'd say, than... I mean, it's always kind of been penguin-like, but this is more like cartoon penguin. This is more like, I don't know, different kind of cartoon penguin, I guess. Yeah, it's got the red and the white. Doesn't have the yellow beak yet. Well, it does on here, though. I mean, this is yellow and purple and, yeah, pinkish purple, I guess. But yeah, and then it becomes a little bit more, a little closer to this, with like the more jaggedness. That a little less threatening looking. It's supposed to be a very friendly Pokemon. It's got like one big button like that and one button like that. This one makes it a lot more friendly looking. You can see like the jaggedness on the back sprite versus like the thinness there. Yes, got the yellow beak and the feet. This is now kind of a purple. This is sort of kind of a cream color, I guess. Yep. Gen 4, a lot more red. That's kind of like an orange red, I guess, in Gen 3, and then it becomes an actual red. It's kind of more of a pinkish purple again. Yep. It kind of becomes a darker purple. I guess it's also probably a darker pink as well. The button is like that and like that. Gen 5, full back sprite. You can see its tail, kind of. Not really. Yeah, very interesting. Look at the models here, and that kind of... It's a pretty good translation. A little bit more rough, I guess. A little bit closer back to its original. But not terribly, like not too far, I would say. Yeah. Got these, a little different, but not too much. The face, I think, is probably the biggest difference. Yep. Got these better models in Sword and Shield. And you've got these in Homes. Very good. Okay. In animation, Delibird and Pokemon Journeys the series. I guess Team Rocket has a Delibird. I think we see it in I think we'll see it in the anime section today. Yeah, got all these, yep. Pokedex entries in episode 231 in Ash's Pokedex. Delibird, the delivery Pokemon. Delibird's most unique attack is giving presents. However, some of these presents have been known to explode. Sometimes Delibird's presents can actually restore energy to its opponents. In the manga, Delibird and Pokemon Adventures, looking very angry. Got all these in the TCG. Trivia, Delibird is one of the few Pokemon who can learn TM moves when it learns fewer than 4 moves by leveling up. Delibird has Insomnia as its hidden ability, although it already has access to Vital Spirit, another ability with the exact same in-battle effect. Starting in Pokemon Emerald, both Delibird's regular abilities have the same field effect, which is also shared by Pressure. Origin aspects of Delibird's appearance appear to come from the Rockhopper Penguin. However, its red and white color scheme, its ability to give presents, and the appearance of carrying its snack-like tail is likely to have been derived from Santa Claus and possibly the white stork. Name origin, Delibird is a combination of delivery and bird. Deli may have been derived from the Adelie penguin, pronouncing Delibird with the same inflection as delivered yields a very similar pronunciation, with the B and V being the only variation between the two words. As the V sound does not exist in the Japanese language, it is commonly pronounced as a B sound by Japanese speakers. Now the languages, related articles, references, let's move on. Now let's watch Delibird's first scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 231, Do's and Don'ts. And do's is spelled like due process, and that, you know, D-U-E. In this episode, the main Team Rocket team, consisting of Jesse, James, and Meowth, have found a Pokemon while walking through the woods, I guess.
What kind of Pokemon is
There's
that?
the Delibird. So that is Delibird's first scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why people love Delibird. Hello and welcome to the community post section of the video. The question is, what do you love about Delibird? And someone new, Zakun2, has responded. They say, he reminds me of Christmas. Thank you for your response. Very well said. Let's move on. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you familiar with the series, you might be wondering why we're on the single image, and that's because the single image we'll be doing today. So this is Abomasnow by Arvalis. So you see the Delibird down here. It says Abomasnow, 460. Frost Tree Pokemon, ability Snow Warning. Height 7'3", length 10 feet. So you can see an Abomasnow and a Snover here. Sort of, kind of almost bird-like or almost owl-like. That's very interesting, but also, I don't know, probably got a lot of, yeah, the elements. Got the Delibird here, looking a little bit like a macaroni penguin, but, you know, with red and white. Maybe a little bit of rooster in there as well. This is Sawsbuck, looking like Rudolph. That's kind of fun, reindeer. And we've got sort of weird frog-like version of Mr. Mime and Mime Jr. This sort of bug version of Frostlass. Never gotten either of those vibes from these Pokemon. And I guess these are supposed to be Chinglings. They're, again, very frog-like, rather than their inspiration, their actual, like, design. It's very interesting. This is by Arvalis. If you don't know, they're the ones who worked on Pokemon, Detective Pikachu, the movie. They helped work on that one. Sort of combining their style with the original Pokemon style. Obviously, this is not at all what Mr. Mime ended up looking like. Yeah, I don't know what this decision was, when they made this one. But yeah, this is what this looks like, I guess. Let's move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight as I need to wait until I talked about Miltank before I can catch a Delibird. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Mantine. As always, this is my proper outfit and you'll see me tomorrow in my green tie.